I remember we was getting money at the kitchen. I remember we was doing shit I cannot mention. Got it out the mud, I ain't waiting on no pension. Now I spend it when I want to, I don't do no penny pitching. Fuck you thinking, fuck you thought. Ain't no chillin' in and out. Better watch what you say or I'm gonna sing your bitch, she ain't shit. I be all up in your house. Right up on your couch, dick right up in her mouth. Who the fuck want what? Nah, I don't think you do. Take it what I take it, nigga. You can't do my shit. Come on, love kind of money, love kind of blues, and my name blue too. Turn a nigga into a fool. Call me Bob the Builder, bitch. I stay with a tool. Call me Michael Phelps. She let me play in the pool. I can really get it off. Yeah, I get paid when I move, and I really need it all. Like you get sprayed if you move, huh? What? I thought a fuck nigga said something. Charlie nigga in them headline. Yeah, nigga, I was bread when they told him don't call me Mr. President. It's all about them dead presidents. I'm a real nigga, yeah, boy, I can provide the evidence. I remember we was getting money at the kitchen. I remember we was doing shit I cannot mention. Got it out the mud, I ain't waiting on no pension. Now I spend it when I want to, I don't do no penny pitching. Fuck you thinking, fuck you thought. Ain't no chillin' in and out. Better watch what you say or I'm a dentist in your mouth. Ain't no bitch, she ain't shit. I be all up in your house. Right up on your couch, dick right up in her mouth. Yeah, I know I'm that nigga, you don't gotta tell me twice. Yeah, if you break around me, then you
I'm coming shortly. Just rolling me a joint to start the show.
Come on, roll it dice. Come on, roll it dice.
Or the live, or whatever you want to call it.
Bullshit. Fuck around and get your kids school hit. Bullshit. Watch how you play it.
We'll go ahead and get into it, man. First thing I want to say is subscribe. It's a little button at the bottom. It says subscribe. I want you to go ahead and push that button right now if you can. Hell, and then push it again later just to make sure that you pushed it the first time. And subscribe. What up, y'all? This is LayVen, man. This is my first ever live YouTube stream that I've ever done. I decided to go ahead and do it. So it's like, let's get it done. This is the first one. So if we're having any issues, please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure that the next one have those issues fixed as far as like if you can hear me properly, if you can see me properly, and so on. But yeah, once again, subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. So today's topic is basically becoming an asset to yourself and to others. A lot of the time people have friends that they want to do certain things for them or they need help with, and they can't understand why their friend don't see the benefit in helping them or don't see a benefit in assisting them in what they're trying to do or the dream that they're trying to accomplish or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? You could be trying to run your own company. You could be trying to be a rapper, an artist, or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? And you're wondering, like, why ain't nobody helping me? Why don't nobody see the value in my work or the value in me? And a lot of the time, it's not that they don't see the value in you. It's just that you haven't presented it to them. You haven't showed them that you are worth the help. You haven't showed them that it would be more beneficial to them to help you than it would actually be beneficial to you to help you, if that makes sense. And that's why I say you have to become an asset, not only to yourself, though, because it's easy to become an asset to yourself. I mean, you're always supposed to be your main asset, your main resource that you can tap into. It's always supposed to be you. But the goal is to become an asset to someone else other than you as well. And that way they'll see the benefit in assisting you in whatever it is you're trying to do or trying to accomplish. Shit froze, man. These is good, though. I ain't promoting them. They ain't paying me. I ain't promoting them. They ain't paying me. But they fucking good. I don't even want to. Let me go. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah. When they pay me, this napkin comes off, and you'll be able to see what I'm drinking. They ain't paying me, though, so I ain't giving them that shout out. But yeah, man, so ultimately the goal is not to, or the thing is not to focus on what can people do for you. And I know it's crazy because, right, like right now you focus on you. You're an artist or you're a business owner or you're whoever you're trying to be in life. You know what I'm saying? And right now your main focus is you. But in order to allow other people to see the value in what you're doing in you and what you got going on, you have to try to focus on other things and other people. And I'll get into it in just a second. But ultimately, just work on becoming an asset to yourself and to others, or like to others, because once you become an asset to someone else, they'll start seeing the value. Okay, yeah, this person is worth my time. This person is worth me helping, and all of the above. One second. Like prime example, there's been plenty of times where I didn't try to receive help in certain places, or I've been overwhelmed because it's certain things that I can't handle by myself, or it's certain things that I just need an extra boost on. And I'm wondering, like, damn, why can't I get any help? And so I had to learn this myself. You know what I mean? I had to learn this myself. I had to learn how to stop focusing on what I need and start focusing on what other people need. And like I said, I know that sounds confusing, and it even sounds like kind of like you're working backwards a little bit, but ultimately, prime example. Okay, so I got a dude that does videos. He's great at videos. He's great at it. And when I first met him, he was charging me like top dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like he was charging me the same price he would charge anybody else. You see what I'm saying? And that's okay. I mean, what do you expect out of people when they don't know you, when they're first dealing with you? You know what I'm saying? And he charged me his typical price. So what I did was I liked his work. He was good at his work. He was good at his job. Let me see if I could put, because the lighting is terrible. So hold on one second. Get a little bit more light in here. All right, there we go. Let's see, that's better. So the thing about it is, Buddy was great at doing videos, and I wanted to keep using him, but it's like I didn't have the budget to keep using him as often as I would like to. So instead of going to him and saying, "Hey, man, can you lower the price, or can you help me out," or whatever the case, I didn't take that route, because that's the route that most people take, and then they end up not getting the help that they need. They end up being looked at weird, because motherfuckers is starting to look at you like, this motherfucker just want to ask for shit. This motherfucker ain't even trying to support itself. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, it's a lot of different shit that a motherfucker can take from you asking a motherfucker to lower their price. They can take that shit as disrespect, man. Like, I work hard. You know what I'm saying? And I've worked hard to get where I am. So for a motherfucker to be like, hey, my price, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you lower your price? It's like, no, I can't lower my price, especially just not for somebody that's just, you know what I mean? Like, you just want the same shit everybody else wants. It's not really beneficial for me to lower my price. It's not really beneficial for me to help you out more than what I'm already doing for you. It's not beneficial. So, what would be the purpose of, you know what I'm saying? Like, of that person doing that? It ain't one. There's not a purpose of this motherfucker lowering his price just because I said, hey, let me lower your price. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you lower your price? There's no point for that. There's no purpose in that. It's not helping that person. That person is now doing more work for less money. You see what I'm saying? So what I did was, whenever I had a buddy or a friend or a partner or whatever the case, and they needed a video, I tapped them in with dude. Boom. Hey, got a good videographer. He'll get you together. He'll get you right. I became an asset to that man. So where he's getting phone calls that he's not expecting. It's one thing to get the money that you're expecting, right? But it's another thing for someone to introduce you to some money or introduce you to a lane that you weren't in at first. So now that creates another avenue of revenue. You see what I'm saying? Now This person has the money he was making from the clients he was already making. And now he has another avenue of money from the clients that I'm sending him. And I'm sending him a nice amount of clients. You see what I'm saying? Boom. I am now an asset to this person. Boom. Now it's beneficial for this person to help me because of my connections and my links and the people that I introduced to him. He's making more money. So whether or not he does it for me for the same price, it doesn't hurt. He can say, hey, instead of charging you $500, I give you $250 because you just made me $1,500. See what I'm saying? Like, I became an asset to that person. How can I help you? How can I help you make money doing what I'm already doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already out here touching different people, talking to different people, different artists. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out a way to incorporate myself in a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to incorporate somebody else into it if that's something that person may need. If a person already looking for a video, dude, and you say, hey, here's my video, it's dope. Go talk to this dude. 9 out of 10, if it's within their budget, they're going to do it. They're going to go talk to that person. And not saying that person owe you anything after that, because that's a shitty way of looking at it. Hey, I sent you this money, or I sent this to you, so you owe me now. That's not how you become an asset. You see what I'm saying? That's how you become a tick for tat. A motherfucker, you do me a favor, I do you a favor. In that sense, a motherfucker is only going to do for you the equivalent of what you've done for them. In my way, a motherfucker will go beyond and above and beyond to help you out. You see what I'm saying? Like, above and beyond. It's a difference between a motherfucker saying, hey, yo, I did you a favor, now you got to do me a favor, because I'm only going to do for you the equivalent of what you did for me. I'm not going to go over that shit. I'm not going to be like, you know what, this motherfucker loaned me $10, so to pay him back, I'm going to give him $20. No, I'm going to give you your motherfucking $10 and I'm going to send you on your way. Right? But a motherfucker that tells you, hey, man, I see you fucked up. I see you down. I see you fucked up bad. Here go $10. Do what you do with it. That person can still say, fuck you. That person can still not give you shit, not even think about you when they get, whatever the case. But it's going to be a lot harder for them to. It's going to be a whole lot harder for them to look at a motherfucker that did something to them or did something for them with no intent of nothing, like of something in return. Hey, I'm just doing this because I fuck with you, bro. I'm just doing this because I want to see you win. I'm just doing this because I want you to be in a better place than what you were before. A motherfucker can't help but reciprocate that. Because then it starts being, okay, well, you only did this, to this motherfucker want to see me win, so I want to see you win. Whatever you need me to do, bro, I'm going to do it. Just like whenever I needed you to do some shit, you did it. If it was within your bounds of reach to get that shit done, you got that shit done. You know? Like what like a motherfucker can't ever like it's a lot of times people say, you know, I did this for you, when you ain't, I did this, but you did it with the intentions of getting something back. That's why they always say, if you can't loan something, if you can't give something, don't do that shit. Don't do it. Because 9 out of 10, when you loan a motherfucker something, they're not giving it back. And a motherfucker knows that you only doing it because you know you getting it back. You think a motherfucker don't feel that? A motherfucker don't know that? Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes a person just needs if a motherfucker like, hey, let me borrow $20, you know, I'm going to give you your money back. You know, that's different. But I'm saying if your partner fucked up and you know he fucked up, you look out for that person. Even if he not fucked up, if you know this is something that can put him in a better position, a better situation than what he already was, you do that shit. Because then it's not that you're doing it to get something back, but you're just doing it out of the kindness of your heart. And you might not be able to, like, even though, like, I may become an asset to Tom, right? But Tom might not have nothing to offer me. So that doesn't mean that I still shouldn't be an asset to time, because somebody else gonna see that I'm an asset to time. They're gonna want to tap into that, and they may be an asset to me. It's about the energy that you give off. If you go into a situation with your hand out, you're gonna 9 out of 10, you're gonna leave with that motherfucker empty. That's just that simple. But it's like, if you go into a situation with something to offer, it's like the expression, you gotta bring something to the table to sit at it. If I'm bringing fucking macaroni and cheese, that allows me to have access to the cabbage, to the motherfucking whatever meat of choice that was made, that somebody else might brought. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like a potluck in a sense. Everybody brings their part to the table to make the machine go. Now, once the machine is going, each piece of the machine is benefiting from the fucking machine. Every part of it. And the machine is benefiting from every part. So it's like, shit, man. Become a part of a machine. Not necessarily, I ain't saying, oh, no major label or no corporation type shit. I'm saying you and your partners, y'all become assets to each other instead of holding each other back. Y'all become assets to each other instead of one motherfucker doing something and everybody expecting that person to take care of everybody. Because you see a lot of that shit too. A lot of motherfuckers be mad because a motherfucker done got on and he ain't taking care of them. You see a lot of that shit. A lot of it. And it's like, bro, what did you do? What did you do to guarantee that you would have a spot there at the table? Anybody can be a motherfucker, a motherfucker friend that's around. Anybody can be around. But what did you do? How did you add to the equation? How did you make the situation better? How did you give into it rather than take away from it? Those be the questions motherfuckers don't ask themselves. And then when they partner or they homie or whoever it is blow the fuck up or do whatever the fuck they supposed to do or they said they was gonna do, you left behind. And you got a handout. And you mad. But what did you do? How did you become an asset to that person? How did you become to where that person looked at you and said, damn, I need this nigga around? Or damn, I need this lady around? How, bro? How? If anything, you should be mad at yourself because you was around somebody, right? You was around somebody that you could have helped. You could have grown with. Because a lot of the times motherfuckers don't want to grow with you. They want you to grow and then they want to jump on a bandwagon, right? But you could have grew with this person and found a way to be beneficial in that person's life rather than just being there. And it's just not like, a lot of the times we don't want to be beneficial to a motherfucker unless we know we're going to get something in return. Unless we know it's a fucking gold pot at the end of the rainbow. You see what I'm saying? If we don't know that, we ain't trying to help. And if we are, we want something back in return. And we got to get out of that mindset, because becoming an asset to a person is not necessarily becoming an untapped resource or something that a person can just use whenever they want or whatever the case. That ain't it. That ain't what that is. Becoming an asset means that because of you, this person has some type of income, some type of motherfucking basically when a motherfucker see you, they like, shit, it's beneficial to be around this person. It's beneficial. Now, if you can look in your circle and you can point out a motherfucker and you can be like, there's nothing that benefits me at all from being around you. You might want to get the fuck away from that person, dog. Motherfucker just want to come over and play the game all day. Don't want to do shit. Ain't got no dope ideas. Ain't got no dope talents. Ain't trying to find a way to get the fuck out of the current situation that you in. I don't give a fuck how rich you is, how much money you got. It's always better. It's all, I don't care for what you got. It's always more. So if a motherfucker ain't trying to help you get more, why are they there? If you're not trying to help yourself get more, you don't need to be around no fucking body. So you have to be an asset to yourself first. You have to be on the road to getting something for yourself first. Doing something for yourself first. Confidence in yourself first. Belief in yourself first. Because once you have that belief and that confidence in yourself, it's nothing another motherfucker could ever do to take you and knock you off of your shit. Nothing. Not one single thing. Once you on your shit, it's easier for you to then help someone else get on their shit. Or help another motherfucker continue to be on their shit. You can't help nobody if you ain't helpful to yourself, if you ain't helping yourself. That's why I say become an asset to yourself and then others. Because you have to make sure that, all your shit is, all your roses in the duck. You see what I'm saying? All your shit is in order. Excuse me. You got to make sure that, excuse me, damn, I'm great, boy. You got to make sure that everything you doing is in order. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fucked up and you jump on somebody else's shit and you fucked up trying to help them, they gonna end up fucked up because you can't even handle your shit. So the main thing is become an asset to yourself. Find a way to benefit from yourself. Find a way to not like do everything you can do on your own. Exhaust all of your problem, like all of your everything that you can get done by yourself should be done before you incorporate anybody else or you try to be incorporated into anybody else's situation. That's all I'm saying. Make sure home is good. And then that's when, once you're an asset to yourself, then you can become an asset to someone else without needing nothing. See, it'd be crazy because it's like, you can't be an asset to me if you need something from me. If that makes sense. Like, employees are, in a sense, a liability. They're not assets. They're assets because they help you make your money without you having to do it. But they're a liability because you have to take account for every human fucking, any possible fuck up that a human being can make, you have to take into consideration. So to have an employee is somewhat of a liability, right? Because if this employee doesn't come to work, then the job doesn't get done. Like, how I'm thinking it in my head is making sense. So bear with me. So if the employee doesn't come to work, then the job doesn't get done. So your goal is not to be an employee for someone, right? You're not doing this to reap benefits from that person, right? I believe strongly in energy. I said this earlier. The energy you give out is the energy you receive, right? So if you're making a way for others, in turn, others will make a way for you. Because they're going to see, shit, word travels, man. Your face card is the most important shit you can have. If a motherfucker can look at you and be like, oh, okay. That's why I never understood this run off on a plug shit. Because I can go anywhere just with my face. I ain't got no money or nothing to go anywhere with my face, and I'm good. Because of the real shit that I've done and the fraudulent shit that I haven't. Because of the simple fact, I've made people money without asking for nothing in return. I helped people win without asking for nothing in return. So for a motherfucker to help me win, it's like, it's nothing. They don't want nothing in return. That's the energy, man. And and some of this shit come from people I don't even fucking know like that, yo. I meet a new person, they see what I got going on, and they just wanna fuck with me. Because then because of the asset that I am to other people, they look at me and say, damn, you could possibly be an asset to me. So let me be an asset to you. See how that shit work? Because if you're somebody that can tap into me as a resource, then maybe I'll be able to tap into you as a resource. That energy, man. It make people do what I'm telling you not to do. I'm telling you to do it with no intentions of getting shit back. But it's gonna make somebody do it with the intentions of getting something back. And that's cool. I ain't never asked a nigga to do shit for me anyway. But if all you asking me to do is shout you out on this motherfucking post, if all you asking me to do is make sure that they know you don't want to shout my video and to send clients to you, I do that too, partner. It's about making a motherfucker see that, hey, just working with me, just doing like just fucking with me is beneficial to you. It's just that simple. And in order to do that, you have to become an asset yourself. Why do people want money so bad? Why is people willing to do everything they can for money? Money is the ultimate fucking asset. Money can buy you anything, right? Money can do pretty much, you can pretty much do anything if you have the right amount of money. So people is willing to bend over backwards for money, right? So if you become an asset, if you become money, the human form of money, motherfuckers will bend over backwards for you. Now I ain't saying walk around giving motherfucker money. That ain't what I said. I said become an asset. Become an avenue of money. Become prosperity. When a motherfucker see you, when a motherfucker see your phone call, they know it's beneficial to answer. They don't give a fuck what they be on their phone with their mama. Mama, I'm gonna call you right back. Make shit move. Make shit move and shake. But the main thing though, ultimately, like I said, is becoming an asset to others, man. Because the more of an asset you are to a motherfucker, the more they're willing to do for you to keep you around. You're no longer an expendable. You're no longer somebody that they just throw away. They're gonna make sure that they're available to do what you need them to do. Because you're not just any fucking body. You're not just somebody coming with some money. Anybody can just come with some money. It literally anybody can just show up with some money. What else do you have, bruh? What else can you offer? What else can you do for the person that you need something from besides just give them money? Can you make it to where cause see once you pay them and they spend the money that you pay them is over with. So you become an avenue to that person, whether it's knowledge, whether it's other clients, whether it's advertising, whether it's whatever it is they may need and that you can offer that shit. Everything ain't worth getting something from. Like I said, some shit is bigger than money, man. No, that sounds crazy. I know a lot of motherfuckers can't see past what's in front of them. That should be kind of difficult to see the shit that's not right in front of you. To see a little bit further ahead. But I'm telling you, money ain't the biggest shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Money ain't everything. I'm trying to tell you, money ain't everything. You know, when a motherfucker pick up the phone for me, they got a chance of getting some money. They got a chance of gaining some knowledge. They got a chance of learning a how to. They got a chance of broadening their fucking horizons, lane switching. I offer many fucking things. I don't just rap. I don't just talk to y'all on live. I don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just write music, bro. I do everything. I don't just write scripts and shows and shit like that and act and all that. I do everything, bro. Anything that I was capable of learning, I learned that shit. And I'm continuing to learn that shit. That way, a motherfucker, anybody that come to me can come to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm the ultimate asset to have. The ultimate asset. And if I don't have the resource to do it, I know someone else that does, that I can connect you with. I definitely know that. I definitely know I can get you with the right person at the right time. My nigga Tower said best, can't take me out the story, dog. Can't take me out the story. I've implanted myself in so many different people's success stories, man. So many people's success stories. So my name gonna keep coming up. It's gonna come up so much that a motherfucker gonna be like, damn, who is this? Let me go find out. I'm an asset. It's like when peanut butter met motherfucking jelly, man. Hey, you feel me? I'm an asset. I can't be taken out of the story. I can't be taken out of the picture. Because a lot of the times, if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't be a picture. And that's not me being on no cocky shit or nothing like that. That's me being honest. For a lot of motherfuckers, I made the picture for nothing in return. I can call these same motherfuckers today and be like, hey, anything, and anything gonna be done. And there's a lot of motherfuckers I ain't never called and been like anything till this day. Now that I think about it, I can't even think of a motherfucker that done called back and been like, hey, do this for me. Cause every time, even if I am an asset to you and I need your services, I still come to you with respect and say, hey, I need your services, man. How much you need for it, whatever the case. If you decide to fuck with me because I'm me, so be it. And a lot of people just happens to do that. To where I'm not paying what you niggas is paying. And nothing. Because I done made it to where a lot of niggas ain't paying what you niggas is paying. I done made it to where a lot of niggas has access to certain shit that they didn't have access before. And because of it, they winning. So, you know, ultimately it's just like, become an asset to yourself, help yourself, and then help another motherfucker without necessarily wanting something back, without necessarily needing something back. It feels a lot better too. I know a lot of you motherfuckers don't care about that, but it feels good too to help a motherfucker. It feels nice. You know? It feels good. You know? But like, that's pretty much all I have for today. Like I said, if you was fucking with me, man, likes, comment, definitely subscribe. I'm gonna try to come holler at y'all at least once every morning, man. If not once every other morning. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how tight my schedule get, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, man, today's, topic was become an asset to yourself and others. You know, like, just to reiterate on that, basically, stop trying to find out what a motherfucker can do for you all the time, and try to figure out what you can do for a motherfucker sometimes. And I promise you, it'll be a lot easier to maneuver. It'll be a lot easier to get what you need out of life. It'll be a lot easier to get what you need out of certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times people ain't worried about you because they worried about what the fuck they got going on. So if you take time to worry about what they got going on, take care of that, it'll be a whole lot easier for them to worry about what you got going on. Y'all have a good morning, productive day on this Tuesday. Make you some money, make you some friends, and become an asset. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out.